Good morning, boys and girls. Mrs. Boger here. As we continue to learn and write our informational reports, today we're going to learn about dolphins. Now remember, informational reports are different than book reviews because informational reports gives facts, not opinions. Remember, opinions are things like, I like dolphins. Dolphins are so pretty. Those are things that, go to you, what you think, versus things that we can actually go and check that are facts. So today we're going to learn about dolphins. And as I turn in here, I see what is called the table of contents. Now, the table of contents tells different areas that we can read about the dolphin. And over here, it tells us what page we can find that information. So let's say you were wanting information about a dolphin's life, okay? So you would go down here, find it, and then notice that it's on page 8. So you could skip right to page 8 and find that information instead of having to go through the whole book. But Mrs. Boger's going to read some stuff about dolphins. Okay, it's a dolphin. What swims in the water but isn't a fish? What whistles and chirps but isn't a bird? What loves to jump but is not a frog? It's a dolphin. A dolphin is a mammal just like you. Okay? Dolphins have lungs that they breathe, that they need to breathe air. They get oxygen through a hole at the top of their heads. Does anybody know what that is? That hole that's at the top of their heads? Well, we'll have to find out in a little bit. Their tails move up and down, and they have very smooth skin. A dolphin's body temperature is always about 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, normally a human is 98.6, so dolphins' bodies are a little bit cooler than ours. Dolphins look like fish, but they are different in very important ways. Fish have scales, and they also have gills. The gills help fish get oxygen from the water, and their tails bend from side to side. Okay? A fish's body's temperature matches the temperature of the water that the fish is in. So instead of having a temperature of about 97 degrees, the fish, they adapt to whatever the temperature is of the water that they're in. A baby dolphin is a calf. A baby dolphin has a small mouth. The calf smacks food against the water, but to break it into smaller bite-sized pieces. A calf can swim as soon as it's born. It drinks milk from its mother's body. When the little dolphin is about 6 months old, it starts to eat fish. Dolphins live in small groups called pods. Some pods join together to form a big school, kind of like all of us when we're in school. A dolphin school may have more than 1,000 animals in it. Could you imagine? Our school has 400 kids in there. Could you imagine if there were 1,000? Sometimes that's what a school of dolphins have. Dolphins use their squeaks, squeals, and whistles to talk to each other. Some dolphins in a pod are in charge of watching for sharks and other predators. You remember what a predator is? A predator is someone who would try and eat the dolphin. Every dolphin has its own name. Each name is a series of whistling sounds. That's kind of amazing. Dolphins work together to catch prey. Dolphin pods will swim in circles around a school of fish until the fish are tightly packed together. This big group of fish is called a bait ball. When the fish have nowhere to escape, the dolphins take turns diving in for a snack. Now we're going to look at a little bit about their body. A dolphin's body is just right for life underwater. Flippers help a dolphin start, stop, and turn. So they use their flippers and their tail to help with direction. The fin on the dolphin's back helps it stay balanced so it doesn't tip. Its powerful tail pushes it through the water. When a dolphin swims slowly, it rises to the surface and breathes once or twice in a minute. When a dolphin swims fast, it leaps out of water to catch its breath. Okay. When a dolphin breathes out, air blasts out of its blowhole at 100 miles an hour. That's faster than we drive on the expressway. 100 miles an hour. So that thing that's on the top of their head is a blowhole. Okay. Where do dolphins live? More than 300 different kinds of dolphins live, 30 different kinds of dolphins live on Earth. Most dolphins swim in warm ocean waters near the equator, but some live in cooler seas north and south of the equator, and some of them even live in rivers. Okay. So what's the difference between a porpoise and a dolphin? They look very similar, but the top on a porpoise usually is shaped like a triangle, where over here it's kind of hooked or have a curved shape. Dolphins have a pointed snout, and porpoises have a rounded snout. And dolphins' teeth are pointed, where the porpoise, they're a little bit more rounded. A river dolphin has a long, pointy snout. Long, thin snout. They don't see very well, and they're very slow swimmers and jump hardly ever. Whereas an ocean dolphin, they have the shorter snout, they have very good eyesight, and they are very fast swimmers where they jump out of the water quite a bit. A spinner dolphin twirls through the air like a spiraling football. It can jump almost 10 feet into the air and spin up to 7 times. So dolphins are an easy breather. A dolphin spends most of its life holding its breath. A Rizzo's dolphin can go for 30 minutes without coming up for air. That's a long time. That's about the whole time that you're in gym or music. The most amazing dolphin of all is the orca, also known as the killer whale. The orca wins almost every record-setting award in the dolphin category. An orca eats everything from sea turtles and penguins to seals and sharks. It says a killer whale can live up to 90 years, and a male can grow almost as big as a school bus. That is huge, isn't it? Goofing off. Dolphins spend a lot of time hunting for food, and they are always on the lookout for danger. But sometimes dolphins just want to have fun. Dolphins make up all kinds of games. They like playing catch with seaweed. They'll toss seaweed and catch it. They like to ride along storm waves or waves breaking near a beach to surf. And they even will chase each other through the water. Dolphins are gentle, playful creatures, and they are also very smart, which is why people and dolphins get along so well. By learning about these friendly marine mammals, humans are helping to protect dolphins and the waters that they live in. Okay. Now on the back we have different words, like a glossary. You guys remember that from your take-home books, your guided reading books. So a calf gives the definition, what each of them means. Like a calf is a young dolphin of words we learned in the book. Equator is the imaginary line that goes around the world. We talked about that in class before. We talked about how the weather is very warm over there. Talked about what a mammal is, what oxygen is, and what a predator is. And over here, what prey is. Okay, so your job, and I'm gonna do a video showing you the writing. We're gonna write facts. Remember, these are true things that we know for sure about dolphins. We're not gonna say dolphins are cute, dolphins are silly, because we don't always know that for sure. We're gonna do real facts, okay? All right, be on the lookout for the next video.